The big data challenge, new asset management business models and the new global FX code were all things that were heavily debated in the Securities session at Sibos 2018. There were debates about whether vested interests and the status quo meant the enemy for capital markets was within.
We're in the trust business, and that gives us a particular status and a particular responsibility. And in that business, clients don't want revolution, they want more evolution.
The way that we can get through all of this, I think, is through collaboration. So when I look at new entrants, most of the time what they're trying to do is partner with us.
Could new technology meet the challenge posed by big data? And if so, how, was one issue delegates considered.
We're using artificial intelligence in our operating areas to do things like solve cache breaks using natural language processing in a supervised machine learning network, or streamlining the net asset value production process.
At some point of time, people are going to pay for that data, to the point you made earlier, that in some way you listen for signals, you look at signals, people are going to pay for data. We are probably in the best position to be able to give back not just their data, but also benchmarkings and help them become far more efficient.
We're moving from an era where that personal attention with individuals and people are moving to robotics and algorithms. And the trust in who has my data, who uses my data, who can see my data, is a really important dynamic that we need to deal with.
When people think about their cyber defenses, when they think about what do we do if another bank that we are connected to gets compromised and ends up sending us fraudulent messages, then our fear is that people see that as purely a payments question. And we're saying, no, remember you have a securities business. Remember that the defenses need to cover the securities business as well.
Debate raged on the value of new business models being developed by asset managers.
Whether asset managers can change the post-trade ecosystem, I think the answer is absolutely yes. And we're seeing some of that play out right now. So over the course of the past few months, we've seen a very large ETF provider in the United States offer zero-fee funds. How are they doing that?
I think one of the reasons why we're well placed in the region for innovation is the nature of the business models of the market infrastructures. So they tend to be vertically integrated. They are listings businesses, they do trading, clearing and settlement. They can think about the whole value chain all the way through from the creation of a security all the way down through to the holding and safekeeping of that security.
And the role of regulation and supervision came under discussion too.
You're a custodian and your customer itself is an intermediary, not holding its own funds, but holding on behalf of other customers. That should be treated the same way as you treat correspondent banking. De-risking about global correspondence, changing the whole market before of trying to expand the network to massively draw back. That's the message that the regulators are sending in a matter of days.
If we truly want the industry to keep growing, for there to be opportunity, challenge and change, we've got to get younger generations interested and in really driving some of the agenda forward.